And now it's time for the Joe and Ralph Show, where the 80s live. Get that hairspray and leopard skin pants out one more time. Tune up your guitars and get ready to rock. The Joe and Ralph Show starts now.
All right, man, it's the Joe and Ralph Show, episode number 2. That's right, sing it, Brittany Fox. We're always old school here on the Joe and Ralph Show, where the 80s live. Fox. And
your favorite, man. What's up, Joe?
All right, we got to turn something down there. We got something that's loud. Got to turn something down there. All right.
How you doing, Joe?
Doing good, man. Doing good, brother. How are you doing?
Good, man. Thanks for the pics, man. I just got those yesterday.
Oh, you got your pics in the mail. Awesome.
I did, man. I appreciate that.
Good. Awesome, man. Great deal. Yeah, we got a great show lined up for everybody tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in. Again, this is my great friend Ralph Groves, a.k.a. the German Butcher, who is joining me again for episode 2 of the Joe and Ralph Show, man. And we have a bunch of different stories that we like to share from our childhood all the way up to adulthood. And there was a span in time where we didn't really talk because of stuff we were going through in our own relationships and all that stuff with our previous marriages to our spouses and all that. And then we was able to reconnect last year. It was really cool. So just to catch people up who don't know what's going on here, that's pretty much what's happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, we
life will life will chew you up and spit you out the other side, man. Won't it?
It will absolutely. It will. I've been chewed up and spit out a couple of times with life, I think. You know, when it comes to that.
Well, that explains it.
Yeah, that explains this. That's right. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go live. Let's see what we got. See what the chat's looking like here. I'm using my phone. So yeah, hey, there's Daniel Horsley. What's going on, man? He says hello, Joe and Ralph. R2R3 Lockingnut's in the house as well. Rockin' Dave Byron. What is happening, man? Thrash metal and fun riffs. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks to everybody who's taking the time to tune in. This is a brand new show, so we don't have a lot of traction. So this is
right
in its infancy, but we're just having a good time talking about music, guitars, all stuff 80s pretty much. Some cool stories or anything.
We had me and Valerie watched your Stafford show last night, man, and you and R2 were on there. Y'all had a really great show. Great show.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that's David Stafford's channel, Stafford's Music Studio. He works hard to make that show happen, and I'm starting to see, I'm getting a taste of it, I should say, with
what it takes
with show prep and everything else.
Right.
There's a lot that goes into it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Dave. He did a good job of keeping the ball rolling. You know what I mean?
Yes, he does. Yes, and we've been doing that show for over a year now. And so every Friday night for over a year we've been doing that. So it's a good show. I have a great time over there, and a lot of great people in the chat and all that stuff. So
I think my favorite part was the guess that riff, and y'all played the riffs. Actually played the riffs. That was fantastic, man. Y'all should do more of that. I love that.
That's a lot of fun. Guess that riff. We talked about that behind the scenes. We was like, it'd be cool to play like a portion of a song for people to guess, but if we could actually play it ourselves, that kind of puts the cherry on top. You know, if you're not just 3 guys sitting there, you 3 guys can play. So exactly, yeah. So we're able to showcase our playing skills a little bit. Not that we're some fantastic player or something.
Man, it's all about having a good time, man.
That's it, man. Yeah, we got people saying, hey to you, Ralph. Rick Hefner in there. Lars Guitars, thank you very much. There's Stafford. There's David Stafford. He's in there. He says hello. He says, thanks, Ralph. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate y'all jumping in.
Fantastic show, man.
Yeah.
Does R2 has a show too, correct?
I don't think he has a show. I know he's got a YouTube.
Gets on there with you.
He gets on there with
you guys.
Yeah, he's got his YouTube channel and he puts out videos. But if he has a show, that's news to me.
Okay.
Because I've never seen him. I've never seen him do a show. But
wow, dude.
He might have something. Mark,
I didn't know because he does a good job on there. I figured he had his own show.
Oh, he should. I mean,
I agree.
I mean, he's very knowledgeable. He's very, very knowledgeable.
Oh, yeah, I can tell when he plays. I mean, you can immediately tell.
I've went to him on 3 or 4 different occasions about some guitar tech stuff that I had questions about that I was like, I don't know how to fix this. So I asked him, and
he's the go-to guy.
He was able to help me. He was like, that'd be $99.95, bitch. I was like, damn, do you take PayPal? You know, but so let's give Stafford's Music Studio a plug here, man. We got a little commercial for his show, our show, whatever. And so here you go. Here's the show that I'm on, co-host with R2R3 Lockingnut and the man himself, David Stafford. This is Stafford's Music Studio. Here we go. Dave just got that bass guitar around Christmas time, I think. Thanksgiving, something like that. Here we go. Here we go. There you go. Stafford's Music Studio, man.
Was that something Dave come up with? Was that his own?
That was Dave's. That was Dave's idea right there.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't believe I saw that. That was the EVH Standard you were playing.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think I've seen the brown one before, and I think did R2 not play one as well?
He played. That was a special. That's a Wolfgang special.
I couldn't quite see the very top of his neck, but I thought it was.
Yeah, yeah. He got that. actually last year, not long before Eddie passed, and
Wow.
he found a great deal on what was it, Guitar Center Online? R2, you're in the chat, man. You can comment on that. Yeah, and that was the wonderful talents of Stafford, Dave Stafford, and R2R3 Lockingnut, man, and those guys are amazing players, and I'm just honored to be on the show with them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That
was fantastic.
Just to talk to them, and there's my other partner in crime, Jim Guidry, in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Jim Guidry, aka George Lynch.
That's how I know him.
No, our hearts and prayers are with Jim Guidry and his family and everybody out there. He's in Louisiana, right there close to Texas, and you know all the stuff they're dealing with out there with that winter storm. So,
yeah,
Jim,
it's a mess.
You're in our hearts and prayers, man. R2R3 chimes in and says, nope, that is a USA Wolfgang special. That's right. So he found a great deal on that. I knew it was a USA. I just, yeah, man. Ed B's in the chat. Hey, Ed B. Hey, how you doing, man? Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, that was Dave's idea, man. I got to give credit to him because he said, "Hey, man, what if I come up with a
back rhythm? Yeah,
a rhythm, and we can all take turns, jamming on it, and we each have a certain amount of time." Well,
right.
I was the first one to screw that up because Dave said, "Okay, you have 30 seconds." So when I did it, I wasn't paying attention to my clock, and I was going by feel, and I was like, well, okay, that should be done. Well, instead of 30 seconds, I went over a minute, and Dave's like, you went over a minute? I was like, oh man. I said, I didn't realize that. Do I need to do it over? He goes, let's see if we can make it work. So he messed with it, and R2 was kind enough to put his part in there, and Dave did his part. And Dave had to go over a lot of stuff. It took a lot of work, but it was a learning curve. But if we do another one of those, we've already got the hurdles out of the way, so it'll be easier next time.
How many times did you have to do your part before you felt like you got it right?
I think about 5 times.
That's it? Not too bad.
I did it about
not
5.
too bad.
Yeah, I sit there and just because I knew it was in D because it's in drop D. So I said, well, you can solo in a couple of spots on the neck in that key, right? And so yeah, so I sit there and messed with it. And it was fun though. It was fun. It was a Bumbless. What's going on, man? Yeah, 30 seconds. Yeah, I kind of went over, but they were kind enough to let me slide on that one. So
you cut through everybody else's playing time, didn't you?
I didn't mean to. I was like, oh man, but yeah. So
I love stuff like that. Y'all should do another one. Was that a drum track, or did he play the drums too?
No, I think it's a drum, some drumming software.
Gotcha.
And yeah, he laid out a certain drum style, laid it down, and then went with it like that. So yeah, it was cool, man. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was just long enough where it wasn't something that was like 5 minutes long. That's going to get kind of
redundant. Yeah.
If you don't have any vocals, it's going to get old quick. So
just long enough.
But
keep everybody's attention. It was good. Really good.
Exactly. Yeah. It was cool though, man. I mean, yes, it was some drumming software, Dave says in the chat. Yeah. I can't remember the name of it because I bought it, and it was like $175. And I couldn't get it for me, it wasn't real user friendly. And I was like, well, how do you adjust it where you got the fills and all that? Because I have
you want to put the fills where you want to put them, right?
Right. And you can do that theoretically. You can do it. You just got to know how to do it on your grid.
Pain in the ass. Right.
And and I was like, man, this is a lot more work than what it's worth. And I'm so used to I have a Beat Buddy drum pedal. So the Beat Buddy drum pedal is like a drum machine, and it's in the design of a guitar pedal. Gotcha. So once you step on it, it puts a fill or whatever, and you step on it twice. It stops.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
It's really cool. I've had it for a number of years, and it actually sounds really good. But I was listening to some of Dave's work, and some other people, and I was like, man, them drums sound really good. I mean, mine is okay for what it is, but it don't sound on that level. I mean,
sure,
it sounds good, don't get me wrong, but it's just not.
Well, you're showcasing your guitar anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it does what it needs to do.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. So when you're playing and you're getting ready to make a change, if you feel like a drum feel should be right there, you step on that pedal.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
I did not know that existed.
Stafford says it's called addictive drum. Yeah, addictive drums. That's what it was. Yeah, he says it's not worth the money, but yeah, that's
pretty cool. I like that.
So I tried working with that, and then Jim Guidry helped me out with some other drumming software. It's called Easy Drummer 2, and it's really user friendly. It's really easy to use, and so once I was able to figure that out, which didn't take much time, I was able to lay down a drum track, laid it down. In my mind, I was like, how do I want to, like I was telling you, like when you were recording I said, do you lay guitar down first or drums? And,
right.
Years ago, long time ago, I used to lay guitar down first as well, but man, it was
I understand the hiccups with that, but I need to have a guitar. I have to do guitar first to play the drums to that now. But that being said, I have to get a metronome out so I can stay in time with the guitar, or because I've done it without, and what a disaster that is.
Oh yeah. It's just how you learn, man. It's just we've all been through that if you record and stuff like that, and so I would just I got that drumming software, and I would just kind of do like a 4/4 type beat, where the fills are going to be in the same spots or whatever. It's not going to be nothing too.
You can predict what's getting ready to happen here,
and so I went back, and then I would put like little spaces where the drums kind of go silent for a second, just to kind of change stuff up a little bit, so it's not
make it a little different,
too redundant, So I just kept experimenting with different things, and some of it turned out pretty good. Some of it was kind of but it's just when you're doing everything by yourself, that's what you deal with,
right?
So. And the drumming software, that Easy Drummer 2, sounds really good. I was like, damn, it sounds really good. So big shout out to Jim Guidry for helping me with that. That was awesome. Speaking of the chat here, let's see. Thrash Melon Fun Riff says, my dad has this old 8-track drummer with a foot pedal that you press for the fills or starts and stops. That's really similar to the beat.
What you're talking about. Yeah, what you're talking about.
You could get an additional foot switch, and it had 2 buttons on it, and one is for a start and stop, and another is a cymbal crash. So you can have a cymbal crash somewhere else in the song instead of just being too predictable.
So generic and
Yes. Yeah. It's R2 says drum programming sucks. Yes, it does. It's very time consuming. It's very time consuming, but
I don't have that problem.
Yeah, well, you have a real drum kit. Yeah,
right.
It's Boomer Bass.
I have other problems.
No, Boomer Bass meme has just joined the chat. Hey, Boomer, thanks, man. Thanks for joining. I really, really appreciate y'all taking the time to come check us out for this second episode of the Joe and Ralph Show. And hey, man, let's take a quick break. Let's see what's going on the other side of the galaxy right now.
Rise, my Sith. I have an important mission for you to do.
How may I serve you, Master?
I need you to find the R2 unit. It has some very important plans that we need to continue our mission.
Hey, kid. Come on over here and check this out. I've got a new mission that we have to do.
Dude, what's happening, Han? We got a new mission, man, bro. Awesome, dude.
Holy shit, kid. Don't get too excited. I need to go find my buddy Lando. He can help us find this damn R2 unit.
Busted. Hey, you found the right man to do the job, motherfucker. What's up, Han? Ain't seen you in a long time since Cloud City. You need to find an R2 unit, man. Follow me, motherfucker. I can tell you one thing right now, bitch. If you don't pay me my damn money by the end of this goddamn mission, I'm gonna fuck your ass up. You need some good stuff? Hey, bitch, come here. Now help us find this R2 unit. Help your man out here. Don't let me fuck him up. Bam! There you go, motherfucker. I found him. They don't call me the fastest bounty hunter for nothing.
I didn't know he was a bounty hunter.
That's not the R2 we're looking for.
What the fuck you talking about, hon? I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bitch.
Yes, we're talking about this R2.
That's right, Thrash. Uh-oh.
What the hell is this? Unbelievable, you stupid fool.
Yeah, man. You never know what's happening on the other side of the galaxy, man, with guitars and droids and evil empires.
You've always had a knack for that kind of stuff, man. If those are the ideas you let out, I'm scared to know what's inside your head.
Yeah.
You don't want to come in here.
Yes.
Those voices were spot on, man. They really were.
Oh, man. Yeah, it was just a lot of fun. But yeah, that was I love that riff that R2's doing right there.
I was going to bring that up too, man. What is that from?
Fingers,
is that from something?
It's Kill Switch Engage. I couldn't tell you the name of the song. If R2's still in here, he could fill us in on that. But yeah, man. I love that. I just love the way that sounds. It sounds really awesome. Sounds really great. It's seeing his fingers just go like a spider, you know. I was like, what the hell is going on right there? You know, like, damn.
He's got the talent, no doubt.
The Chicago Shredder. R2R3 Lockingnut. Yeah, man. It's really cool.
That right there's the reason that he should have his own show.
Yeah, I agree. But I have a clip where I was jamming with Dave Stafford. He covered a song called Bad Girlfriend. And I think this is like a minute clip. This is before I understood how to get longer video clips on here. So this has been on here for a while. But he had already recorded the video. So what I did is I just, what they call screen grabbed it from his channel. And then I put in my parts and I edited everything together. And I asked him if it was cool if I did it. And he was like, yeah, I don't care. So here's a little quick jam with that I did with Stafford with a song called Bad Girlfriend. All right, here we go. I think it's by Theory of a Dead Man. I think that's the name of the group. And so here we go. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, man. I never heard
that
song before.
I didn't know that's what the song was called, but yeah, I know that song.
I never heard that song before until I heard Dave cover it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, I'm in this bubble all the time, man. I drive an 18-wheeler for a living, so I'm out of the loop of everything. I'm just, and
so that was you never heard that song until he presented that.
I never heard it. Never. There is a shit ton of music I haven't heard of new music. I mean, and I don't. So
you just kind of followed his lead too, whatever he was doing.
Yeah,
right?
I sit there and just kind of studied the video for a little bit and just kind of picked it out by ear and I was like, I think I know what's going on here, even though he had his in drop D, and I was like, I think I can skate by without dropping the E string to D. I can just kind of, you can cheat a little bit, and it's not too noticeable, you know.
No, it sounded great.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Oh, that song, the riff that R2 did is called "My Curse" from Kill Switch Engage. That's the name. That was the name of that song, and which I had no idea. I just know it sounds cool.
No.
You know, I was like, man, that sounds cool, because there's a lot of alternate tunings with all that stuff, and that's just an area I don't go into, because I don't have time to.
Standard tuning. Let's leave it there, right?
I'm old school, baby.
Hey, I got you, man.
Old school, and I just keep it standard. So anyway, that's just how I do it, man. But have you had a chance to play this week at all? Did you get a chance to play any music?
I have. I played, actually recorded a little something, and I thought it turned out good. And I played yesterday a little bit, played some drums. And I still have not got to where I can send you some drum tracks, man, but we'll get there, man.
That's okay.
We'll get there.
That's right. Yeah. You got to take time to understand it, understand the equipment and all that, man. I remember I'm still having learning curves all the time. Right. You know, I sit there and this past week, I did I shot like a live video real quick, like I do for you sometimes, because it's just the quickest way to get a video recorded if I do like a live unlisted here on StreamYard. So I'm standing up back here and I'm playing a couple of songs for you. I'm like, hey man, do you remember this song? Blah, blah, you know, and get it uploaded to my channel. And cause when I'm working, I don't only have a small window of time to play or try to record anything.
Right.
And so I had it uploaded to the channel. So I'm heading to work. I'm like, yeah, man, let me look this over before I send him the link. And I watched it back and there was no audio. It was just like, I was like,
what happened, man?
There was nothing. And I thought to myself, what in the hell is going on? You know, and the problem was some settings had got changed without my knowledge. You know, see, it could take the smallest little thing, and
that's what did it, right?
And I kept thinking that whole night as I was driving to Myrtle Beach for my drop, and I was like, what would make that? Why didn't I have no audio on that playback? And I didn't figure it out until I went on David's show last night. I was getting everything hooked up, and I looked on my settings for StreamYard where it says your camera and your mic or your audio, and it wasn't recognizing my interface because it was under a different thing was checked. And I said, oh, that's why. So I went click, and it started working. Just
it
like
did?
That.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it was an easy fix. You know, it was just, it kind of had me dumbfounded for me. I was like, what? I recorded all that, and it was a pretty good take and all that, but no audio. I mean, I could hear it in my headphones, but it didn't make it from the mixer to the laptop. The sound got canceled from point A to point B here, and that's because the settings were fouled up.
I'm sure I'll have a lot of hiccups like that. That's why I'm going to do some practice runs, and
there you go.
Do a little beat. Maybe say, Joe, did you get this? Just it's not anything finished, but did you get it? You did. Okay. Well, now I'll do something really big and send it to you. And
that's what it takes, man. I couldn't.
A lot of back and forth. It's gonna be a mess.
I couldn't tell you how many nights I've spent doing test runs, and David Stafford and myself doing a shit ton of test runs over the phone while I was on the road in the rig. And we would do test runs, and I had my little earpiece on. He's like, can you hear this? We're like, yeah, man, I can hear it. Yeah. And, blah, blah, blah. And then, but that's what it takes, man. It takes that time for you to put in to understand your stuff, and
it makes it that much more satisfying when you get it figured out.
Exactly. Cause when you go, and you hit that next level, you're like, oh,
is that it? Son of a bitch. That's all I had to do?
Damn, that's exactly. And I think a lot of people think that there's a lot more stuff to deal with. I mean, if you're completely, just don't know, then it is kind of scary. But it's not as bad. It's not. You just got to take the time to get in there and tangle with it, Let's check the chat out right here. I like to keep the chat addressed here. Let's see. Yeah, thrash. Talking about alternate tunings. It's easy, Joe. E standard, Metallica. E flat, Slayer. Drop D, SOD. D standard, Obituary. Drop C, Hemlock. There you go, man. That's awesome, man. Stafford's talking about the little things that can throw you off for as the settings. He goes, it's always something simple, but it racks your brain sometimes. Yeah, David, what's a test run? He knows what I'm talking about.
He just jumps in, doesn't he? He doesn't test anything.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Boomer Bass Meme, really cool dude. He says, should have seen me in May when I started playing again after 30 years off. I was used to portable cassette players. Hey, we remember that too, man.
Absolutely.
Big time. I remember that big time. The first time Ralph and I got up and close with a professional guitar player, we recorded his practice with a cassette jam box player, and that was in '86. So, been through all that stuff, man.
I know you had to remember having your cassette player. I think it was on Sunday mornings. It was Casey Kasem's Top 40, and you press pause and play at the same time, and then you record your favorite songs when they come on, make you a little mixtape.
Yeah.
I know you remember
how many
that.
people in the chat has done that. That was like a highlight of that stuff. Remember when that would come on, that would that was a big deal. I mean, I remember plenty of nights when I did do my homework, when I was sitting up in my room doing homework, I had my radio up there, and I was like, 80s dedication night or whatever it was, and I was like, oh, let's see what this next song, remember when you could call into their station,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'd like to dedicate this song to Tiffany, and and they would play that shit, and they go like, here's the dedication from Ralph to Tiffany, and here it is, Chicago, whatever it was, and then and then remember we go to the skating rink. You go to the skating rink. Skating, man. I got a quick story I can share with you right quick about that. I remember going to the skating rink one time, and you're skating, and you're trying to be cool while you're skating. You're trying not to look like a stiff idiot.
Of course.
You don't want to, so you're trying to have a little rhythm while you're skating. I could never backwards skate. I could never backwards skate worth a damn. I'd go up to the wall and push myself on and just, and then like, holy shit. And you'd fucking fall down or something, And then, but I remember I went one time, and there's a couple of buddies there. I don't know. I just remember seeing it at the skating rink. I'm skating, and they got the disco ball. It had the lights.
Disco ball, yeah.
And this dude come up, and he said, "Hey Joe, man, my sister wants to talk to you." I was like, huh? I was like, okay. I was like, cool. Where's she at? And he's like, she's over there, and it's dark. It's dark and it's real dim. She's over there sitting on one of the seats
in the dark by herself.
Yeah, no, she had a little friend with her, or whatever, and so I'm skating by, and I'm like,
checking it out.
I'm looking, and I'm like, sup? Come back around again, trying to, he was 14 years old, trying to be cool and shit. Don't know the first thing about what's going on, and she like waves, and I'm like, all right, I'll be right there. And I just got my little turnaround stop thing down, we kind of stop, kind of backward.
Put the brakes on.
Yeah. And I went ahead, and once you get off the floor, you're on that carpet. And I got up there and I sat down, and I was like, hey, what you doing? What's your name? Whatever. Now, she asked me what my name was first. I don't remember what her name was. But I remember she had this big black jacket on, like when the long black coats were in style way back then. Like you see people wearing them 80s movies, like, I don't know.
Yeah, long trench coat looking things.
Yeah. Had one of those on, man. And she was asking me if I knew how to dance or something. I remember she said, can you do the Smurf? I had no idea what she's talking about. And I was like, nah, I don't think so, And I said, she's like, well, do you want to skate? And I was like, and then when she stood up, it was like, holy moly. I said, I'll be right back. And I just went back on the floor, and I just kept skating. I didn't talk to her no more.
So she's a healthy woman, huh?
She was a healthy woman. And I was like, holy moly, man. I was like, nah. I can't, man. I can't do that. No.
Can you dance? Can you dance? You could even backwards skate. How you going to dance?
Exactly. Metalhead Hippie is in the chat. What is going on, man? Thank you for jumping in here to this second episode of the Joe and Ralph Show. I appreciate it. Yeah, the Smurf. That's what it was called. And to this day,
Can you do the Smurf? What is the Smurf, Joe?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Moving on.
I don't know what kind of dance that is. I mean,
you didn't hang around to find out, did you?
No, I didn't that night. I was like, screw this, I'm out. So, but I remember, again in the '80s, the big thing that. Remember, we used to mess with all that break dancing and stuff.
Oh man, yeah. Get a little piece of tile, lay it on the ground.
That or cardboard or something.
Cardboard, yeah.
Spin or whatever, and we'd go watch those movies. Breaking Two. Electric Boogaloo. All that crap. All that shit, man. And I remember you came up to Mom and Dad's house one night.
Oh God, yeah.
And you were carrying your we called them jam boxes back then. I guess some people say ghetto blasters or whatever.
Carry it on your shoulder.
You brought it up there, and it was the first time I heard this song, and it was brand new at the time. And I remember I had that basketball goal at the end of the driveway, shooting ball. And you come up there, and I said, "Hey man, what's going on?" And he said, "Have you heard this new song?" And it was "Rock the Bells" by LL Cool J. You had the cassette. They rocked the bell, and it had that one little guitar sample.
One little guitar lick.
That was it. And I was like, "Oh, it's got a guitar in it," because that's when we were getting into guitar. And
sure.
I was like,
one little lick.
I wonder who's playing guitar on that, which we had no idea. It was just a sample. Just like, remember when Beastie Boys' License to Ill came out?
Oh, yeah. They had cool little guitar licks in there.
Most of that was sampled. There was a couple of songs that had Led Zeppelin, Jimmy Page licks that were sampled. Right. But there were two songs, like I've said before, that actually had live playing from Kerry King, and that played "Fight Free Right to Party" and "No Sleep Till Brooklyn."
I didn't know that.
But all the other songs had samples, like some from Zeppelin. And I was like, wow, damn. I didn't know that either. It's crazy. Let's see. Boomer. Joe can twerk, though.
You saw? That's from that, the Rob's music store video.
That was crazy, man. I was just, I don't know. I wasn't thinking that night. I was just go for broke, man.
Do you wing it, or do you actually write a script for these things?
I was sitting there and I have an idea in my head, and I'll come in here and I'll kind of go over it a couple of times. Then when I feel comfortable, I'll go ahead and hit record and start recording the clips. And
whenever you feel comfortable twerking, let's go ahead and start press record on that.
No, that was just I don't know, man.
You do a good job, man.
It was stupid.
It's funny.
It was stupid. It was stupid. It was crazy, but it was funny. I thought it was funny.
It is funny.
Some people thought it was. Some people thought it wasn't. That's all good. It's no big deal to me.
But don't quit doing them, man. Do not quit doing them.
Yeah. So, a lot of great memories with cool stuff, man, from back in the day. And we would listen to different songs and had guitar in them and all that. And I was like, man, what would it be like to play guitar? What would that be like? Where do you begin?
Where do you even begin?
I mean, I remember we would see, we started going to the music stores back then, and we would look like, oh my God, it was just like,
it would take your breath away. It's just so amazing, man. Amazing.
Like those guitars behind you, just multiply that times another 50 guitars that reliable, and we're like, my God, what is
so overwhelming?
What do you do? And they're like, hey guys, y'all need some help? I'm like, nah, dude, we're just looking, Well, if you need some help, my name's Mark. Let me know. And I'm like, okay, yeah. Didn't know how to do anything. Didn't know how to play, not how to tune a guitar. Here's an inside little tip that you may or may not know. I didn't get my first guitar tuner till I got my first band, and that was in the 90s. So if you rewind back, I got my first guitar in 86. So you're thinking, well, how did you tune, man, all that time? I used a Casio keyboard that I was tuning by ear. I'd hit like C or A or whatever the open note was, and I would tune the rest of it by ear. That would take like 30 minutes.
Joe, don't feel bad. I didn't start using an electric tuner, man, until, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 months ago.
I've
always been doing it by ear, man. I just do it by ear. But I use it now, and I understand why you use it.
Yeah, the best.
You can get close, but you can't get perfect.
Yeah, but when you have something like this, big shout out to R2R3 Lockingnut, who got me this for Christmas. A snark tuner, man. You just clip it on your headstock, and you can calibrate it to whatever, if you want it in 440 or if you want it in another tuning, and it's the best, $15-20 you'll spend and it's they're so convenient, man. I love these things. I got a bunch of them. And, but
I don't have that particular brand. I got one on the top of that guitar right there.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few, I think. But,
yeah, there's so many different kinds.
Snark has always been my favorite. Yeah, some people use a phone. Some people use a phone for a tuner. My son did that for a while, and I couldn't.
No.
To me, it seemed like it wasn't a true reading. Like it was giving me a false reading. Like
a little off.
It's in tune. Oh no, wait a minute, it's going back. Wait a minute. And I was like, what the fuck, So, I don't know. White Lines, Grandmaster Flash. I love that song. Herbie Hancock, Rocket. Those have some great little guitar samples as well. Awesome. Oh, Thrash says try a home phone line. When you picked up the phone back in the day.
The dial tone.
The dial tone was A440. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I've heard that, but I forgot about that. That's actually very interesting, Thrash. Daniel Horsley, he's going to be a feature here tonight. We're going to feature his video here in just a second. He chimes in with my mom, got an electric tuner in the 90s. I would steal it all the time. There you go. Yeah, there you go. When you couldn't, then you could get your cassettes that are not in tune, like half of Ride the Lightning and Pantera. Yeah, I remember that, man. When I was listening to Sammy Hagar's album when he was still in Van Halen. He owed Geffen another album, and they ended up titling it I Never Said Goodbye. They actually had a contest on MTV for people to submit album titles, because it was just a self-titled album, and then they had a contest, and this lady submitted I Never Said Goodbye, and they picked that, so that's what he named his album. But anyway, I had that cassette album. I had it in my little jam box, whatever, and I was trying to learn like Give to Live or something. And I got it tuned up by ear with the cassette, and then when I put another cassette in to play something, it would never match in my.
No.
I just didn't realize at the time that cassettes, the motors can be a little different, but
a little slower, a little faster, and that just a little bit makes a difference.
Yeah, I mean, if it's running off batteries, if the batteries are starting to die, I mean, just all kind of stuff involved. It's like, what is wrong with this thing? I mean, it's just any number of things, right? But that was just part of the journey that I'm still on today with guitar. It's just. I have something that I'd like to. Oh my goodness! Super chat, Metalhead Hippie, $5. Thank you, man. Thank you, Hippie, for the super chat, man. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. All super chats will be split with my co-host, just for people to know that. I mean, I think that's fair to do. So if we get any more super chats, the total will be split with Ralph here, the German Butcher.
Joe, I was looking at these pics that you sent me.
Yes, sir.
It looks a lot like Beavis and Butthead.
That right there is a design that I was able to pick from the site that I got the pics. Those are quite old. And that's before I had a logo.
I love the pics, though. I love these pics, man.
That's
all three of you right there.
That's R2, Stafford, R2, Stafford, and myself. And Yeah. Those are the newest editions there. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's the newest editions right there. New edition? No, the newest edition. Cool it now. Anyway, remember that crap?
I do. Well, I got the album somewhere.
I mean, we used to listen to it all the time.
Well, I mean, when you gonna do?
That was just the times, man. Back then, that was it.
It really was. Yeah.
That was our era, man. But yeah, those pics with that that dude on there, that was before I had a logo, and I think those glow in the dark.
Oh, so these are collectible, actually. Then this is before you actually had a logo. All right.
Yeah, I don't know if they're collectible, but yeah, man. But so yeah, But when I was talking earlier about the when we first started to go into guitar stores or music stores, as we called them back in the day, and looking at the vast array of guitars. Well, it wasn't a Guitar Center. This was an independently owned store called Reliable Music. And it was small, but it wasn't really small. They still had plenty.
It seemed huge, I guess, because they had so much stuff in there. I don't know.
Yeah, at the time, yeah. I mean, when you never been in a place like that, and you walk in, you're like, whoa, man! They had their own little section for guitars, and then keyboards are in the back, and they had PA equipment. They had stuff crammed everywhere, drums, an acoustic room. It was small, but it worked. It worked.
Yeah.
And but I remember going in there, you'd walk in and you would see that big board on your right with people that had the little Post-its of like looking for a lead guitar player for whatever.
Oh,
looking for a drummer, and they leave their phone number, and you tear off that little tab with their phone number, and that was how you hooked up with potential band members back in the day.
Yep.
That was
Did
way
that
before
several
internet. Yeah, way before internet,
sure.
man, way all that stuff, you know. So, but after you went past there and you went to the left, they had that like a little metal turnstile of all those guitar instructional videos. Do you remember that? And they,
the VHS tapes.
Yes, it's like everybody and their brother, man, that was a guitar player had their own instructional tape. Now, I had a few of those back in the day. I didn't have very many, but I wanted to share, see if you remember any of these. Now, we talked about this guitar player on Stafford's show last night. And it was Steve Lukather. Now, Steve Lukather is one of my favorite guitar players. He's known for being the guitarist in Toto. I don't know if you're familiar. I'm sure you're familiar with Toto, right?
Yes.
And but he has been on so many recordings through the 80s and everything else. It's incredible. He's but I remember he had a Starlicks video.
Starlicks, that's it.
Yeah,
that's what
he had
it
a Starlicks video, and the intro to this was incredible. I'm going to play the intro to this, and I'll continue with my story, but you got to check this out. Holy shit. That's just incredible, man.
That was the thing.
That was from like 1983, you know, like 83, 84 or something like that, I believe. But the story that I was wanting to say about that, I remember, you probably remember, that when I was in high school, I worked at this place called Outlet Marketplace. It was that mall that was beside Carowinds, remember?
Yes.
And inside was a store called Carolina Pottery. It's kind of like Walk-A-Mall. It was their version of Walk-A-Mall, right? And but anyway, I had that at Reliable. I bought the cassette version of that instructional tape. It wasn't the video version, the VHS. It was the cassette, and it came with a booklet. It came with a booklet with all that tablature, right? So I'm walking into work one Sunday, and I actually have my Walkman on with my headphones.
Walkman.
Yeah, you remember that, you know?
Well, yeah.
And one of the assistant managers was this Oriental lady, and I remember I went and clocked in, and I was working in the glassware department, and I'm putting the stuff up, and she walks up, she goes, "Oh, Joel, can you hear me?" I was like, "Yes, ma'am, I can hear you. I don't think you're supposed to be wearing that while you're working." I was like, "Oh, it's all good. It's all good, Miss Yang. I got it, you know." And I just kind of put the headphones back like I wasn't wearing them, and when she turned around, I put them back on. But that was the tape I was listening to. I was listening to that Steve Lukather, that instructional thing, and I would just go to that very beginning and play it over and over and over, and I was like, "Holy shit!" You know, just to listen to him play, and then he would say, "And here's the solo for Rosanna," and I was like, "Yeah, that sounds really simple."
That's a memorable solo right there, Rosanna.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. It was just
Ms. Yang, was that for real, or did you make that up?
I just made that up. I can't make that up. Jason Lee, what's going on, man? How are you doing? But I I do remember that, and I remember there was another cassette album I listened to all the time, and that was Yngwie. And,
Yngwie Malmsteen. Yes.
I listened to that for a little bit, and then I got burnt the hell out.
Yeah, it gets repetitious on that too. But he's amazing, man.
He's amazing. Yeah, he's incredible. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like
they kind of all start sounding the same in a way.
Yeah, I've always kind of had this little, if you've heard one of his songs, you've heard them all.
You kind of have. Yeah,
I mean,
you kind of have.
It's just,
but they're all good, but they're it burns you out.
I mean, they're very amazing. I mean, I can't come close to anything like that.
But one doesn't stand out from another. Sometimes they're all repetitious. But
I was just like, wow, Nelson Rodriguez, what's going on? He's in the chat. Welcome everybody. Thank you for being here for the Joe and Ralph Show, episode 2, here on this Saturday evening. Thank y'all so much for being here. Really appreciate it. So we're just chilling out a little bit, man. Talk about some old times and all that, and talking about guitars and all that cool stuff. But speaking of guitar, there's a YouTuber by the name of Daniel Horsley. He's in the chat here, and he has a collaboration available right now if people want to collaborate with him on this instrumental that he performed, and quite a few people have done that. And I was like, wow, man. I said I think I'd like to do that, Now,
so you did it too?
I did it today, but that video will be released tomorrow. I'm not going to showcase it here. I'll release it tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow or the next day, one or the other. And but I want to let you see Daniel's video of him. He does this first video here. He actually, plays along with the track that he created. And then if you look in the links, the description, or rather, of the video, you'll see a link there that you can click on to get the video you need where he's playing just the rhythm, and he allows you to just do what you want. So
okay.
It's really cool, man. It's really cool. Let's see here. So this should be bringing this up right now. This is Daniel Horsley, and he titled this Jam With Me. So let's check out Daniel Horsley's video here.
Hello, everyone. Just wanted to say thank you to everybody that's been watching, liking, subscribing, especially my last video, original tune. That's not an easy thing to put out, and you all were so kind, and really appreciate it. And I want to do something a little different, so I got just a basic jam track together. I'm going to jam along to it. It's kind of a British blues, Paul Kossoff kind of thing, but in the description below will be a link to video with no lead, and if you'd like to jam along, I would be honored. Like I said, you all are awesome. So many great people in this community, and just want to say thank you.
Listen to this feel, Ralph. Listen to the feel.
I could see you putting something with that, Joe. That's right up your alley right there.
Daniel Horsley, man.
That's amazing.
Incredible guitar player. Daniel, that was awesome, man. Awesome. I'm telling you, man, I was able to collab with him one other time, and I was, the lick he had done, the riff, I should say, I kept trying to figure it out, and I was like, what the hell, man? I was like,
whooping your ass, wasn't it?
I was like, Daniel, can you show me how you doing this lick? You know, so
you just couldn't get it, could you?
Yeah, I couldn't. I was trying to check it out by ear, and I was like, "Oh man, I couldn't get it." You know, and so I sent him a message, and I was like, "I'm gonna look like a real jackass asking him how this works."
You didn't want to do it, did you?
But no, I didn't mind. I just didn't know if he, you know, because I didn't really haven't talked to him that much at the time, right? So he was kind enough to send me back a video. And he sat down in front of his camera and he showed me note for note what he did. And he goes, "This is what I'm doing. And if you need any more help, I'll be glad to help you." So that's the kind of person Daniel is, man. He's really nice, really, really, really nice. You know, so.
And you're going to release yours next day or two? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'll release it the next day or two. Yeah. I just I don't like to put stuff too close together because I tried for a while, man, to
releasing something every day,
and
it's too much. I could see that.
I was, you know, it was going good, and then I got sick, and that just, I didn't want. I said, "There's no way I can come in here and do a video when I can't hardly breathe, I can't stop sneezing, and you know, I was like, I can't do it. Half face, what's going on, man, or is it half ace?" You know, ace freely, as we say right there. Yeah, man. So,
I didn't know you had a tattoo, Jay.
Yeah, let me see if I can solo myself right here, and I'll show you. And yeah, right there, ace freely, right there, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
How long you had that?
Man, how long have I had that? Probably about 4 years now, I guess, something like that. And I got it on my birthday. My stepdaughter went with me, Kayla, and to a tattoo parlor, and I said, "I've never had a tattoo. I would like to get one." And everybody was like, "Let me guess, you're gonna get the Van Halen logo or whatever." And I was like, "No,
that's what I would have said too.
I would like to get Ace Frehley's his face from his solo album when they all did solo albums when they were still, you know, Kiss, and they all did solo albums. And Ace, I've always loved that album, and so I took a screenshot of the album cover, and I went to the tattoo artist, and it was this young lady, and she printed it off, and she made like a stencil, you know, put it on and traced it with a pen, and she started like that. Man, I was in that chair for 8 hours. 8 hours.
I was going to say, I was going to guess 6 hours. I figured, but 8, yeah, that's probably about right.
Yeah. It was, you know, but it looked almost like a portrait when she got done. I couldn't believe how detailed it was. And then after about a year or so, it kind of started to lose its luster. Yeah. So you have to get them, you got to get
retouched up and whatnot.
Retouched up, I think, from time to time. But I still love it. You know, I still love the tattoo. One day I will get the Van Halen logo on this side. I just haven't done it just yet.
Yeah, I am really shocked that you did not go for that first. I can't get my head around that.
Yeah, that's what everybody was thinking. Like,
I'd have never guessed Ace Frehley either. I'd have never thought.
Yeah, the R2, you're correct, man. The Ace Frehley solo album was the only one out of that group of members that went gold. Yeah. So, yeah. That's right. His album sold more copies. And it's a great album. It still sounds great today. The production on that thing's incredible. You know, I love that. I love that album, man. I really do. Yes, Jason Lee, Ace's solo album was definitely the best of the four. Hell yeah, man. Oh, man. Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a quick trip to Rob's music store. He's got a message for everybody. I don't know what's going on here, but let's see what he's got to say. Stand by.
What's up, everybody? Rob from Rob Music Store. What's going on, man? I just want to come on here real quick and let you know, man, we doing good over at Rob's Music Store. Man, you need to come on and check us out, man. We got some cool stuff, some cool guitar, bass. You need some strings? We got some strings for you, man. Cables, strap, you name it, bro. We got it. And there's something else we got now. That's right. Rob's Music Store expanding. We got some damn shirts now. Check out this boy. Woo! Goddamn.
Look out now.
What you talking about? We got it going on now. So check out this cool assortment of merch that we got now for Rob's Music Store. That's right. Ain't playing around no more. You want to get with the right stuff, get with the right crowd, get you some cool merch, motherfucker. Wear you some Rob Music Store shit. That's
Take
right.
it easy, Rob.
Check it out. And be sure to put on your merch while you playing your guitar. Because you ain't shit unless you got your Rob Music Store merch on. Other than that, get the fuck out of here. That's about all I got for right now. Until next time, this is Rob for Rob Music Store. Peace, everybody.
Rob with another message there for everybody.
People robbing shit.
Yeah, check the links in the description if you're interested in some Rob merch, which I got mine on right now. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if we can show it off a little bit better. Let's see if we can. There we go. Rob's Music Store, PRS. Yeah, people that are familiar with the little stories, they know what that stands for. Your average person has no idea what that means. But if you are a subscriber to this channel and you watch, and you are also a subscriber to Stafford's Music Studio, you know what's going on. All right, yeah. So speaking of instructional videos, we started with Steve Lukather, right? And here's another one that I was wanting to share with you, Rob. I don't know if you've ever seen this. I remember this, and it still blows my mind today. And we talked about this guitar player last time, just for a brief moment we did. Let me see if I can pull this up right here and see if you remember this. I don't know if you did or not, but I was just, I remember seeing this from back in the day. Let's see if anybody else remembers as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
God damn. Jesus. Holy shit, dude. He's in the control room. That guy's smiling.
He's going hot damn.
Yeah, I would be too. Badass guitar. Damn.
It makes that so much scream, man. Like, man.
You ain't lying. That's right, Stafford.
That's insane.
That is crazy, man. Fucking crazy. Holy shit,
man. He's all over the place. I wonder if he could do the same thing twice. He's just all over that place, man.
Hell yeah.
God, he makes that thing scream.
Yeah, that's like what we talked about last weekend when it had that little. I saw that promo for his new Kamikaze model, and I didn't know it was him at first. I recognized the guitar right away, but his head was down, and I was like, "Who is that?" And it was just all gray and white, and I didn't know who it was, And then he, right when the music started, you knew who it was. You recognized, lifted his head, and I said, "Oh man, that's George Lynch, man. That's not." I'm used to seeing him like that, like we just saw.
That's the memory I have too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just I know that's crazy, but there's just certain your brain, your memory has certain images stored in your head, and you're like, oh, that's like when you watch a show on TV and you're like, oh yeah, I mean, and you see what they look like now, it's like, holy shit, you forget, 20 years has went by, you just don't, because you haven't seen that person in forever, and whether it be TV or whatever, so.
Yeah, the gray hair definitely throws you off.
Yeah, yeah, I'm telling you, but yeah, I always remember that. I remember that instructional video, and I think a lot of those were. It gave them an opportunity to just show the hell off.
That's what I'm going to say. So he's going to teach somebody how to do that. Yeah. Okay.
Watch this shit, bitch. And I'm like,
you'll never learn this.
I'm getting ready to show you another one that I had, and there was no way I can, even today, I can't touch this shit. But another one I had was Eric Johnson, like the art of guitar. I've always loved Eric Johnson, but I can't do that stuff, man. And I bought, it was a double 2 tape packet, right? 2 VHS tapes. And I knew I couldn't play it. And I said, I'm just going to buy it just to watch him play.
Just to watch him play, yeah.
And I would put it in there, and I'm like, and he would just,
just go to hell off, right?
He would go to hell off, and he'd go, and lick 2, and lick 3. I'm like, wait a minute, man. He's not even breaking nothing down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was just like, holy shit, man.
You're right. It's just a video for him to show off.
So, yeah, but this one right here I'm about to show you was my favorite one. And it was very popular. Let's see if anybody remembers this from back in the day. I remember Nathan and I would just sit there with our jaws to the floor and watch this. And I was just like, holy shit. But it was so fun. Here we go. Let's see if you remember this.
Give me an L!
Oh,
give me an I! Give me a C! Give me a K! Give me an S! What's that spell? That's right, Lex!
Look at his pick hand. Good Lord, man.
I know, man. So much is going, maybe a mile an hour. I like that shirt he's wearing. I learned to play guitar in 3 days. 3 minutes, excuse me. Holy shit. I used to watch that over and over and over.
So you got it by now?
No, nowhere close. I remember Nathan could do one of those licks. I think it's the very first lick he shows in the video.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Does he break it down in his videos?
He does. He breaks it down a whole lot better than Eric Johnson did. I can tell you that. But yeah, it was crazy, man. I used to, I was like, there's no way I can ever do that. Just give me a minor pentatonic blues scale and I'm good with that. That's about all I can do. I can't do nothing else outside of that. Oh yeah, sometime check out his video of playing Spanish Fly. Yes, yeah, I have seen that. He's like sitting backstage. Have you seen that, Ralph?
Paul Gilbert?
Yeah, he's sitting backstage like on a couch. I guess it's before showtime or maybe it's after a show. I don't know. He's got an acoustic and this guy's using his phone to video Paul Gilbert. And Paul Gilbert's like, "What do you want me to play?" He goes, "Can you do Spanish Fly?" And he does.
Well, of course I can. Of course I can.
I was like, "Holy shit!" Matter of fact, I need to pull it up. Let's see if we can pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up right quick.
And let's go to a commercial real quick while we're doing that. And I tell you what, let's check out Ralph's Jam Take 1 while I'm trying to pull this up. We'll be right back. There we go, Ralph's Jam Take 1. The first time we've jammed in probably over 20 years.
Over 20 years.
And hopefully we got more of that coming, where Ralph will be in the video as well.
Yes.
Like I said, it's a work in progress, man, but we're getting there. We'll
get there, absolutely.
Melon Hippie says he's making dinner, but he will be listening. Thank you very much, sir. And if you want to check out some YouTubers, original content and all that, head over to Metalhead Hippie's channel on YouTube. He showcases a lot of YouTubers, man, who have original material, and it's really great, man. Go over there and check him out. Thank you, everybody, for the kind words there on the quick song, man. It was a quick little thing, but it was fun to do. It was a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
We had a good time. Let's see if we can get this Paul Gilbert Spanish Fly, since I don't think you've seen that, Ralph. So let's see.
I have not seen that.
It's incredible. Let's see. So like I said, whoever's filming, it must be a buddy of his, says, I have a request. And so
it's pretty recent. This is recent.
Request, though. Spanish Fly. Spanish Fly, okay, let's see.
2009.
Please, run out of juice.
Wow, man.
You can tell he played that a lot.
And
wow.
I notice he holds his pick when he's holding his pick. He does it like Eddie does, and I never could do that. Like he'll take it and hold it with his finger like that while he's tapping.
Oh no, you can't get it back in your fingers again, can you?
It's hard for me to when I stretch my middle finger wants to stretch, so I'll drop the pick. So
drop the pick.
I never could hold it like that. I was like, how do they do that? I never could. And so I always just trained myself to just tap with my middle finger so I could hold my pick. And
at the same time,
the pick would stay stationary, So that's
yeah, I know what you mean.
That's what I've always had to do. But yeah, so yeah, man. But all right. So let's see. We've been on for over an hour, almost an hour and 20 minutes almost. We need to get into this. How well do you know your 80s? All right, everybody, you can play along if you wish. These questions are for Ralph and the chat if you like. So here we go. Let's see. How well do you remember your 80s? Here we go.
And now it's time to play Back to the 80s, right here on the Joe and Ralph Show.
All right, man, here we go. All right, Ralph, are you ready?
I am ready, Joe.
All right, here we go, man. Question number 1. It's actually a verse, okay? These are verses from songs. So I give you the verse, part of the verse, and you have to guess the group or the name of the song. All right. If you want it, you're going to bleed, but it's the price to pay. And you're a very sexy girl, very hard to please.
The last part is what sounds familiar to me. You're a very sexy girl, very hard to please. Man. It's the price to pay.
If you want it, you're going to bleed, but it's the price to pay. And you're a very sexy girl, very hard to please. We've already got a correct answer in the chat.
Guns N' Roses.
Yes,
Guns N' Roses.
It's Guns N' Roses, and it is Welcome
You're a very
to
sexy,
the
very
Jungle.
hard to please. Welcome. I got the band anyway.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. Welcome to the jungle. That's right, everybody. Steve Anderson, how are you doing, man? With another weather report with my Elmer Fudd weather report. Southern tip of Vancouver. It's cloudy. That's the same report we get all the time. Does it ever sunshine there, Steve? Is it ever pretty there?
Ever.
All right, let's see. All right. Question number 2. Everybody get ready. Get your fingers ready to text. Ralph, here we go. Question 2, verse in the song, you can't sleep, you can't eat. There's no doubt you're in deep. Your throat is tight, you can't breathe. Another kiss is all you need.
Once again, the end of it sounds familiar.
Oh, man. You can't eat, you can't sleep. There's no doubt you're in deep. Your throat is tight, you can't breathe. Another kiss is all you need. Oh, we got a winner already. Winner chicken dinner in the chat.
You can't sleep. Give me a minute.
See if Ralph can get it.
There's no doubt. Oh, that's that video with those girls dancing behind Robert Palmer, right?
Yeah, there you go. Robert Palmer. That's very good. Addicted to Love. That's very good. Yeah, he had all the models. Back there behind him. Let's see who got it. Who got it? I think Thrash had Guns N' Roses first, and this one, I think Half Ace had it. Addicted to Love. Yes, that is correct. Very good, man. You're 2 for 2. Wow. Last week you were like 2 for 5.
It was
bad, and you didn't win David's PRS guitar. But tonight, if he says it's cool, then maybe you can win one.
Tonight's the night, right?
From his collection. So here we go. Question 3. This verse from this song: we are strong. No one can tell us we're wrong. Searching our hearts for so long. Both of us knowing, and then that was it. 'Cause I couldn't put anything else because that would have been the title of the song.
Title of the song. Okay.
So, once again, we are strong. No one can tell us we're wrong. Searching our hearts for so long.
Love is a battlefield. Pat
That
Benatar.
is correct. You are correct.
Yes.
Did you look at the chat?
No, I did not. I've read it. I didn't.
Okay.
Honestly, I can't even see my phone without my glasses.
All right. Thrash. Let's see. Half ace. Love is a battlefield, I believe. He got it. Let's see. Wow, man. Awesome. Yeah. That is correct. Half ace. Awesome, man. Pat Benatar loves it. Yeah, we're not keeping tabs. We're just having fun. So
yeah, we're just exactly.
There's no prizes at stake. We're just having fun here. So, all right. Well, Ralph, you are 3 for 3, man. That is incredible. I'm impressed. All right, let's move on to number 4. What is this verse from this song? Ain't nothing like it. It's a shining machine. Got the feel for the wheel. Keep the moving parts clean.
Panama,
Hot
Van
shoe
Halen.
Burning down the avenue. That is correct.
Yes.
Panama, Van Halen.
Yes.
You are correct. Wow.
Hard
4
to
for
mistake
4.
lyrics. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Jason Lee, Panama, correct, my friend. You are right. That's right. Yeah, you can't mistake those lyrics, man.
No.
Those are yeah. Oh, that's a great song. One of my favorites by Van Halen. All right, let's move on to question 5. Also, verse from a song. Does she walk? Does she talk? Does she come complete? My homeroom angel always pulled me from my seat. Who sings this song? The title or band name?
Centerfold.
That is
Centerfold
correct.
I don't know who the band is.
Jay Gals band. That's right. Half ace again with Centerfold. Wow, he's knocking them out in the chat. Amazing. Centerfold Mark Tanner, that's right. I love that song. That is a great song. Great video from the heyday of MTV back in the 80s. Fantastic.
You've got a good mix of songs on here. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I was just kind of racking my brain here for a while. I was like, man, I don't know. Let's see. Number 6. What verse is this song from? Let's see. Or what song is this verse from? It's going to take a little time. Time is sure to mend your broken heart. Don't you even worry, pretty darling. I know you'll find love again.
Don't worry, pretty. You'll find love again.
It's going to take a little time. Time is sure to mend your broken heart. Don't you even worry, pretty darling.
Oh, Tesla.
That's correct. That's right. You got it. Love song.
Yes. You played that on Stafford's show yesterday.
Yeah. So was Val over there shooting you some answers?
Nope.
No, you're doing it all by yourself. Wow.
Believe it or not, I'm a big boy.
That's awesome.
That's why I'm trying to spit them out quick, so you know I'm not looking at the chat if I get them first. You know.
Nah, you got it. You're doing good, man. You're doing really good. You're doing really good. Let's see here. Jason Lee said, love song. Awesome. Awesome, man. That's right. That's right. Stafford with the mean face memes. He's like, I guess he's getting aggravated. He feels he's going to lose that PRS. Dang it. Come on, man. I'm just kidding. Okay, here we go. Verse 7. What song is this? Was this from? Let's see. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night.
Scorpions.
When the children of tomorrow dream away. And you are correct. The answer is Scorpions, Winds of Change. Wow.
I wouldn't have got the name of the song, though.
That's okay. That's why I say you can do the...
There's more than one way to win, right?
Yeah, we don't make it that hard here on the Joe and Ralph show. I mean, come on now. You got to have a little fun. Yeah, man, that's right. Yeah, Winds of Change. I always liked that song. I thought it was a good song. I never was a huge Scorpions fan, though.
I know what you mean. I like some of their songs, but I don't think I ever bought an album or anything.
I got burnt out because all you heard was Rocky Like a Hurricane.
Rocky Like a Hurricane.
All the time. I was like, oh my God, it was that over and over and over. I was like, damn. And then when that came out later, I was like, had the whistling in it and everything and the cool Hendrix tone. Guitar, it sounded really good. I was like, wow, I really like that.
Total opposite of Rocky Like a Hurricane. Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Stafford says, I never really pay attention to lyrics, just the rhythm. Oh man, I totally understand that, man. Let's see. It's like my wife. She'll know the lyrics to a song if she hears it on the radio or on TV. If it's a song playing in the background on a show, she'll sit there and she'll be saying, I said, who sings that song? She goes, hell, I don't know. She goes, I don't know who. I just know she just remembers the lyrics from listening to the radio all her life, but she can't tell you who sings it. But a lot of people are like that. It's okay. Let's see. Let's move on to number 8. Question 8. This verse here, you run away. It's your heart that you betray. Feeding on your hungry eyes, I bet you're not so civilized.
Wow. You might have me on this one, Joe.
You run away. It's your heart that you betray, feeding on your hungry eyes, I bet you're not so civilized. This was a huge hit in the 80s. And this person was actually, for a short time, considered to be a singer in Van Halen, believe it or not.
For a short time.
A lot of people don't know that. It was discussed between Eddie and this person, but it never materialized.
Oh, I do not. That's an interesting fact. I don't know who that is, Jim.
Okay, the answer is The Warrior by
Scandal. Really? Patty Smythe.
Yeah. Half Ace got it again. Good job, Half Ace.
They really considered her for Van Halen?
Yeah, when David Lee Roth left the group and Eddie didn't know what to do before they got Sammy, they were thinking about having her be the singer. They considered that, and they asked her to do it, but she turned it down because she was busy with Scandal. They were just really big. They were busy.
Time. Yeah, they were busy at the time.
And she was, I think she was newly married at the time, something like that. I don't know, stuff like that. But no, she didn't. She did not take the job. I've seen an interview on YouTube. She goes, "I kind of wish I would have, but hindsight's always 20/20." So
sure.
How do you know? Yep, The Warrior. I love that song. Yeah, I love that song.
What's a good thing she didn't take the job, man? We wouldn't have all that good music with Sammy Hagar.
It's funny. It's funny that if you take a different direction, it doesn't matter if it's you or me or anybody, how things would have been altered. It's really crazy. Things would have been different. It's kind of like, things are meant to be for a reason, Number 9. What song is this lyric from? I'm never going to get that right. So if you go away, I know that I will follow, because there's a place inside my heart that tells me, hold on, hold out, oh baby. So if you go away, I know that I will follow.
White Lion? It's a White Lion?
That's correct.
Wait.
That's right. That's right. Very good. One of my favorite groups from the 80s, White Lion. Yeah. Duran, Thrash Metal and Fun Riff says, wow, Duran, I never was a big fan of them. I remember they had that song, The Reflex. Remember that? That was a big thing on. He says, I got a Duran cassette and used it for BB gun practice. There you go. Perfect. That's perfect.
You had to watch their videos. They were in rotation on MTV, so you had to watch them.
Oh, man. When the MTV first really got going, it was like, I was so glad when I saw that finally develop more and had more choices, Okay, final question. Here we go. What song is this verse from? We'll get it right. One that won't make me nervous, wondering what to do. One that makes me feel like I feel when I'm with you, when I'm alone with you. Huge band in the 80s and big on MTV. MTV played a major role in their success. One that won't make me nervous, wondering what to do. One that makes me feel like I feel when I'm with you, when I'm alone with you. Oh, Thrash has got it. Half Ace chimes in first with the correct answer.
Yeah. How does it sound? The last part sounds for me.
One that won't make me
Huey Lewis.
There you go. Yeah, that's right. I Want a New Drug by Huey Lewis. It's a great song. Great song. All right, that's 10 questions. Thank you, everybody, for playing. Ralph, you did fantastic. I think there was only one that you missed, man.
9 out of 10.
The Patty Smythe scandal.
Yep.
That was the only one that you missed. Everything else, man, was spot on. Congratulations. Awesome, man. Great job, man. Great job. That was just a great way to do it. Great. Just absolutely fantastic. Great. All right, man. Let's take a break, man. Let's check out a little Tesla right here on the Joe and Ralph Show. We'll be right back. If you want to grab a drink, use the facilities, now's the time to do it. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
That was great, Joe.
Thanks, man. Little Tesla. I love Tesla.
You know any other Tesla songs? You do any other ones?
No, I actually found that backing track yesterday on karaokeversion.com, and I had went and looked for some Tesla material a little while back, and they didn't have anything, didn't have nothing.
Really?
And I was like, damn. And
we can fix that, Joe. We'll do it together.
Absolutely. I was coming home the other night, and I said, man, let me get on karaokeversion.com and see if they have any material by Tesla that you can cover. And they had Love Song, and they had I had another one. I can't remember. It was a song that I wasn't crazy about. I can't remember, but I was hoping they had like Little Susie or something, but they didn't have that. They didn't have it on there. Thank y'all very much. Thank you so much for taking time to check that out. I appreciate it a whole lot, man. So I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. We're hitting, we've already went over an hour and a half, and wow, did it go by fast. It really, really, really did. And,
I appreciate everybody tuning in to watch, man.
Yes, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Man, I'm telling you very much. Thank you so much, everybody. Stafford's Music Studio, Metal at Ippy, R2R3 Lockingnut, Daniel Horsley, Half Ace. Man, who else? There's so many people. Let's see. Larry, hey, yeah, Larry, Boomer Bass, what's up, man? Half Ace, I said already, and I know I'm missing a lot of people. Jason Lee, there's so many people. Stafford, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, and I hope that y'all will continue to join us on this show. We're going to hopefully try to do it every Saturday if we can, if time allows. So until next time, for the Joe and Ralph Show, my name's Joe. There's Ralph right there, the German butcher right there. And thank y'all very much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.